How do you get up in the morning and put your pants on? Where do you put the pants on? I'll explain it to you someday. How do you do it? How do you get up? How do you do it?
Trump staged an event in the Bronx, apparently because of its physical convenience to where Trump is sitting in criminal court. He obviously lied about the size of his crowd, and right-wing media fell for it. The speech was ridiculous. He brought on accused murderers to endorse him on stage. Everything about this sounds like it would be a satirical segment for SNL, but it is real. So Trump claimed that 25,000 or more people were at the speech. The reality is they had a permit for 3,500 people there, okay? The Bronx population is 8% white. The crowd was almost entirely white, which there's nothing wrong with. There's nothing wrong with white people. But the idea was the Bronx supports Trump. Well, the Bronx is 92% not white. And when the cameras would pan around, it was an almost exclusively all white crowd. Total stage managed propaganda. Fox fell for it. OK, Fox put up a headline that said Trump campaign says over 25,000 attended the Bronx rally. And Jesse Waters says that it was absolutely 25,000 or even more people who were there.
It was loose. It was crazy.
Yep. Yeah, I think they're regretting keeping him in that Manhattan courtroom. He ends up in the Bronx with 25, 30,000 people.
So that's actually Ned Ryan, who's been a guest on this program. Ned Ryan saying, hey, listen, he ended up with 25 or 30,000 people there. And then, of course, that is very, very much not the case. And as you can see here, even if you're terrible at estimating the size of a crowd, there is very much not a crowd of 25,000 people there. I struggle to believe that that's even the 3,500 they had a permit for. And we have another shot from further overhead. That is very much not 25,000 people. Trump, as far as the content of the speech, totally deranged. Trump, again, referring to the alleged criminals of January 6th as hostages. And he says that if it weren't for the rigged election, none of them would be held as hostages right now.
A terrible thing to say, but I believe it. Many of the hostages that you're waiting for and everybody's waiting for, those hostages, many of them are dead. Many of them are dead. And it's a horrible thing. It's a horrible thing. But many of those hostages are dead. And that's why when you see these negotiations where Hamas is like not getting back, they're saying, man, we could make a good deal, but these people are no longer alive. When I saw the way they were treated, when I saw they were thrown into the cars and how horribly they were treated, there's no way that those hostages, and some will be alive, but many of those hostages are dead. It's a very serious, horrible thing. It would have never happened if the election weren't rigged. It would have never happened.
Now, I have to be honest. I actually am unsure here whether Trump is talking about the J6 supposed hostages or he's actually talking about the Hamas and the Israeli hostages held by Hamas. None of what Trump is talking about is ever completely clear to me. But then it really got wacky. The guy who is supposedly the man of law and order brought up alleged indicted murderers, Sleepy Hollow and Chef G. I believe these are musical artists. They were indicted last May with 30 other gang members on a 140 count criminal indictment that included a dozen shootings. Chef G recently posted $1.5 million cash bond, and he's brought up and celebrated by Trump. Wow.
Oh, I like that. I want to get that done.
President Trump, oh man. One thing I want to say. One thing I want to say. They always gonna whisper your accomplishments and shout your failures. Trump gonna shout the wins for all of us. Make America great again.
All right. So there is Trump apparently reveling in the spotlight of having alleged indicted murderers up on stage with him. It's all crazy, considering the law and order claim that Trump makes about himself. Trump tries to talk about putting his pants on and starting to really struggle to speak here.
How do you get up in the morning and put your pants on? Why do you put the pants on? I'll explain it to you someday. How do you do it? How do you get up? How do you do it? How can you want to do with what you do? They're after you. They're after you. These horrible human beings are after you all the time.
So there it is. Just really, really tough to do the pants in the morning. And then Trump glitches on, I guess he's trying to say patriots is the word here.
And it is hardworking patriotic. And this is something.
Patriotish lick. It's hardworking patriotish lick, I think he says.
And it is hardworking patriotic. And this is something you can say it, and you can say it 1,000,000 times.
All right. So again, with that shoulder glitch, really terrible glitches. He then told a Fox News interviewer at the event that he is going to be winning the state of New York.
President, you're pulling something off there. I've been begging Republicans, come to the black community, come to the Hispanic community. More people that were here today look more like me than you. Why did you come here today?
Well, because I've done very well with the vote. I love the people. They're incredible. They're energetic. They're entrepreneurial, and they're going to save New York. And we're going to win New York. And if we win New York, the election's over. We take over the country. We take over the country.
You think you're going to win?
Yeah.
I think we have a chance to win New York. And
Trump says he's going to win New York. He is not going to win New York. And he tried telling the crowd basically the exact same thing.
City, you live in a blue city, but it's going red very, very quickly.
Yeah, it is not. New York City is not going red very, very quickly. And then lastly, Donald Trump did try bragging about the African-American unemployment rate during his administration, which it turns out actually hit a lower point while Joe Biden was president. So if this is something to brag about, then it's really Biden who should be bragging.
African-American jobs were the best in history. Asian American, the best in history. Hispanic, the best in history. Women, people with the...
So anyway, those numbers actually better during Joe Biden's administration. So the entire event, stage managed up the wazoo, nonsensical lies, propaganda media coverage. And I don't know if Trump genuinely thinks he's got a shot in New York. Maybe these events make him even think he has a shot, and he's not lying when he says it. But if I were a betting man, I am not. If I were a betting man, Trump will not win New York. Trump will not win New Jersey, as he has said over the last couple of weeks. Let's take a very quick break. We'll hear from a sponsor or two, and then so much more coming up. One of our sponsors today is Lumen. Lumen is the world's first handheld metabolic coach. It's a device that measures your metabolism through your breath. And on the app, it lets you know if you're burning carbs or fat, gives you tailored guidance designed to help improve your nutrition, workouts, sleep, even stress management. Since your metabolism is at the center of everything your body does, optimizing metabolic health can improve everything from sleep, immune system, energy, blood glucose, your weight, the list goes on. Lumen gives you real-time feedback so you can make adjustments to your lifestyle based on the context of your breath measurement, whether it's first thing in the morning, before or after meals and workouts. It's super easy to use. I've been trying it myself. Really impressed with how easy it is. It just doesn't disrupt your day at all. And the app is super intuitive. With more than 54 million metabolic measurements, Lumen is the world leader in metabolic data with a huge community of users that you can connect with. Go to lumen.me and use code PACMAN to get $100 off your Lumen. The link is down below.